Good morning. I'm meteorologist Shane Hinton with your September 11th morning tropical update. As we take a look at the Atlantic Basin, you'll notice there are 4 areas that we're monitoring, 2 of which we've been talking about for the past several days, and first of which is going to be Hurricane Lee. Still a very strong, impressive hurricane, moving fairly slowly to the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Currently a Category 3 with sustained winds at 120 miles per hour just north of Puerto Rico. It's going to continue moving to the northwest. You notice expected to possibly even intensify once again to a Category 4 before it eventually makes its pivot up towards the north. Now, this area of high pressure out over the Atlantic is what's going to be one of the contributing factors to how it is steered. We'll have to monitor very closely for any impacts on the east coast of the United States. Right now, my forecast would call for some rough waves and surf conditions, maybe even some rip current risk along the east coast as it makes its way probably closer to Canada in the latter half of the forecast. We'll continue to monitor that for you, of course. Then we have Tropical Storm Margot further out in the Atlantic, not going to be posing any threat to us here in the United States. Could possibly become Hurricane Margot before it eventually fizzles out in those cooler North Atlantic waters. We have 2 additional areas of potential tropical development, the first of which only has a 10% chance over the next 48 hours. Another is a wave off the west coast of Africa. A little bit further out in the Atlantic is where the chance of development would occur, only about a 60% chance at this point. Now, as we take a look at the list of 2023 Atlantic hurricane or tropical system names, you'll notice the next 2 names on the list will be Nigel and Ophelia. We'll continue to monitor the tropics for you here in the KVUE Weather Center and provide updates on air and online.